This is your science and faith box. Inside, you'll find the equipment you need to carry out 4 different sets of activities. Let's have a look. Let's join hands in exploring what's in the box. Let's start with In Search of Light. In this activity, we are looking at how we can create light using electrical circuits and also looking at the different types of light such as UV. As part of your circuits equipment, you have wire, battery packs and batteries, as well as multiple types of switches, so you can build different types of circuits. To investigate UV light, there are some UV pens, some liquids that behave differently under UV light, and equipment needed for making invisible ink. Stewards of his creation is full of chances to be creative using air-dry clay magnets and drawbots. But how do we make a drawbot? Let's go through it step by step with hands. To create your drawbot, you're going to need the instruction sheet, some blank paper, some colouring pens, a paper cup, electrical tape, masking tape, an electrical motor and a battery pack. First we take a battery pack. Wait a second, we've forgotten something here. We also need some scissors. Okay, as long as we're sure we're ready to continue. First we take a battery pack and we fold the exposed wires into hooks, like this. Once you've added the hooks to your wires, you will need to attach them to the electrical motor, like we're doing here. It can be a fiddly job, but it is important to make sure that the wires are firmly bent onto the motor connectors. Cut small pieces of electrical tape and use them to make sure the wires don't fall off the motor. Once you've done that, put some batteries into the battery pack and check that they are all connected correctly. If you hear the buzz and feel the motor vibrating, you're good to move on to the next step. Next, use electrical tape to create a flag on the motor. You then need to attach your motor to the bottom of your upside down cup using masking tape. You will know you've got it right when the flap spins like this and the cup moves around the table. You'll need to make sure that your electrical tape flag is clear of the edge of the cup. Once the cup is ready to go, we need to attach our felt tips. We can do this with 2 pieces of masking tape that we then stick on the inside of our cup. This can be a bit fiddly, but hopefully this is nice and clear to see in the video. Now our drawbot is ready to use. We can place our drawbot on a piece of paper and fire them up. Let's see what patterns they draw. Moving on to Which Way Wise Man. In this activity, we're exploring the stars using planispheres and constellation tubes. Here is a hand demonstrating a constellation tube, and here is a hand demonstrating a planisphere. We finish off with finding our place, which looks at us as individuals by looking at our genetic material, by exploring DNA origami and a DNA extraction activity. We then go on to study our fingerprints using a fingerprinting kit. Let's go through how we could extract some DNA. You will need a mat, some strawberries, a Ziploc bag, some beakers, washing up liquid, some hand sanitizer and salt, a spoon and a pipette. First we put our definitely real strawberries into a Ziploc bag and gently mash them up. Once suitably mashed, we can set this aside. On a side note, this is definitely not red food colouring. Next, we take 100 ml of water and to it add a generous pinch of salt and a drop of washing up liquid. Stir this gently because we don't want to make bubbles. This then gets added to our mashed strawberry mixture. Then we need to take about 500 ml of our strawberry mixture and pour it into a clean beaker. Next, using a pipette, we add a layer of hand sanitizer to the top of our mixture, and we are careful not to mix the two. You should see a layer of white fluff forming on the top of the liquid. This is our DNA! I mean, it's the strawberry's DNA, but you get the idea. And all of that is in your Science and Faith box. It's chock full of opportunities to ask questions and explore.